watch out. Pierre Poilievre's influence grows, shaking politics this August 2025. Pierre Poilievre's political influence is exploding this August 2025, and it's shaking up Canada's entire political scene. Whether you love him or hate him, his growing power could change the future of our government, and you need to know why. First off, Poilievre's rise isn't just about his fiery speeches or media presence, though those certainly play a big role. It's about the way he successfully tapped into a growing base of Canadians who feel overlooked by traditional politics. Poilievre has positioned himself as a champion of everyday Canadians frustrated with inflation, government spending, and what they see as a lack of accountability in Ottawa. This has translated into growing support not only among voters but also within the Conservative Party itself. His messaging around fiscal responsibility, tax cuts, and individual freedoms resonates strongly, giving him significant leverage within his party's leadership and policymaking decisions. One of the most notable signs of Poilievre's growing influence came just this past month, when he played a pivotal role in pushing forward key policy debates in Parliament. His calls for reform on issues like energy pricing, housing affordability, and government transparency are now dominating headlines and forcing other parties to respond. This kind of agenda-setting power signals that Poilievre isn't just a loud voice, he's a strategic force shaping what Canada talks about and how politicians prioritize their actions. But it's not just about policy. Poilievre's communication style, direct, unapologetic, and often confrontational, has energized a segment of the electorate that craves strong leadership. This style has helped him stand out in a crowded field and build a devoted following, both online and offline. However, this rise is not without controversy. Critics argue that his approach sometimes deepens political divisions, painting issues in black and white and leaving little room for compromise. This polarization is something political analysts are watching closely, as it could influence election outcomes and governance stability. Speaking of elections, the timing couldn't be more crucial. With federal elections on the horizon, Poilievre's growing prominence positions him as a key player who could sway the balance of power. Parties will need to reckon with his platform and supporters, and the coming months could see more intense political battles as other leaders try to counter his momentum. It's also worth noting that Poilievre's influence extends beyond Parliament and into the media. His ability to dominate headlines, shape narratives, and mobilize supporters on social media platforms amplifies his impact. Whether it's through viral videos, public appearances, or targeted messaging, he knows how to keep himself and his ideas front and center in the national conversation. So what does all this mean for everyday Canadians? For one, expect more heated debates on key issues like the economy, government spending, and personal freedoms. Poilievre's influence will push these topics into the spotlight, forcing politicians to clarify their positions and voters to make informed choices. It also means political campaigns will likely become more aggressive and polarized, with Poilievre's style setting the tone. For those watching from the sidelines, it's a reminder that politics is entering a more dynamic and unpredictable phase. In the coming weeks and months, pay attention to how other political leaders respond to Poilievre's agenda. Will they try to co-opt his ideas, counter them with alternative policies, or push back against his rhetoric? Their strategies will tell us a lot about the direction Canadian politics is heading. If you're interested in staying ahead of the curve, now is a great time to follow these developments closely. Understanding Poilievre's role and influence can help you make sense of the bigger political picture and prepare for what might come next, whether that's an election, new policies, or shifts in government leadership.